Welcome to our journey into understanding the intricate relationship between humans and the environment. Imagine a spider's web, delicate yet strong, connecting every living thing. Each strand represents an element of our natural world: air, water, soil, and the myriad of species that inhabit our planet. This web is a testament to the interconnectedness of life, where every action has a ripple effect. As we explore this web, we'll uncover the delicate balance that sustains us and the profound impact our choices have on this fragile system. From the dawn of humanity, we've relied on nature's bounty for survival. Our ancestors, aware of this intricate web, lived in harmony with their surroundings. They understood that their well-being was directly tied to the health of the environment. But as time progressed and societies evolved, this understanding began to wane. Today, we stand at a crossroads where our actions can either strengthen or sever the threads of this web. Join us as we delve deeper into our dependence on nature and the urgent need to restore balance. The economy, in its pursuit of growth and progress, consumes natural resources at a staggering rate. Every product we use, every service we enjoy, requires the extraction, processing, and transformation of raw materials from the earth. From the clothes we wear to the devices we use to communicate, our lifestyles are intricately linked to the natural world. The Industrial Revolution, for example, marked a significant turning point in this relationship. The invention of steam power and the mass production of goods led to an unprecedented demand for coal, timber, and minerals. Factories sprung up, cities expanded, and the pace of consumption accelerated. This trend has only intensified in the modern era. Globalization and technological advancements have made goods and services more accessible and affordable. This has fueled consumer demand, leading to even greater resource extraction and waste generation. The challenge we face is to reconcile our economic aspirations with the finite capacity of our planet. We can no longer afford to view economic growth and environmental protection as mutually exclusive goals. For centuries, the prevailing assumption has been that natural resources are infinite. The vastness of the oceans, the expanse of forests, and the abundance of minerals fueled a belief that nature could endlessly replenish itself. This assumption underpinned economic models and policies, encouraging a culture of consumption and expansion. However, this assumption is fundamentally flawed. The Earth's resources, while vast, are not limitless. Every barrel of oil extracted, every ton of coal burned, and every tree felled represents a depletion of the planet's finite reserves. The consequences of this misconception are becoming increasingly evident. Depleted fisheries, shrinking forests, and dwindling freshwater supplies are all stark reminders that we cannot continue to consume resources at our current rate. Recognizing the limits of our planet is not about embracing scarcity or halting progress. Instead, it's about shifting our perspective. We need to transition from a linear economy of take, make, dispose to a circular economy that prioritizes resource efficiency, waste reduction, and regeneration. The economy, in its pursuit of growth and progress, consumes natural resources at a staggering rate. Every product we use, every service we enjoy, requires the extraction, processing, and transformation of raw materials from the earth. From the clothes we wear to the devices we use to communicate, our lifestyles are intricately linked to the natural world. The Industrial Revolution, for example, marked a significant turning point in this relationship. The invention of steam power and the mass production of goods led to an unprecedented demand for coal, timber, and minerals. Factories sprung up, cities expanded, and the pace of consumption accelerated. This trend has only intensified in the modern era. Globalization and technological advancements have made goods and services more accessible and affordable. This has fueled consumer demand, leading to even greater resource extraction and waste generation. The challenge we face is to reconcile our economic aspirations with the finite capacity of our planet. We can no longer afford to view economic growth and environmental protection as mutually exclusive goals. The Industrial Revolution, while ushering in an era of unprecedented economic growth and technological innovation, also marked a significant turning point in our relationship with the environment. The invention of the steam engine, powered by coal, unleashed a seemingly insatiable appetite for fossil fuels. Coal, once an obscure rock, became the lifeblood of industrial society. It fueled factories, powered locomotives, and heated homes, transforming the landscape and propelling economic expansion. However, this progress came at a steep environmental cost. The burning of coal released massive quantities of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. These gases trap heat, gradually warming the planet and altering the delicate balance of the climate system. The Industrial Revolution, in essence, set in motion the chain of events that has led to the climate crisis we face today. It serves as a stark reminder that even seemingly positive advancements can have unintended and far-reaching consequences for the environment. The consequences of our reliance on fossil fuels are no longer theoretical or distant threats. Climate change is a stark reality, evident in the increasing frequency and intensity of extreme weather events, rising sea levels, and disruptions to natural ecosystems. The scientific consensus on climate change is overwhelming. Decades of research, countless studies, and the collective wisdom of the world's leading scientific institutions all point to the same conclusion. Human activities, primarily the burning of fossil fuels, are the dominant cause of global warming. The evidence is irrefutable. Glaciers are melting at an alarming rate, sea levels are rising, heat waves are becoming more frequent and intense, and extreme weather events such as hurricanes, droughts, and wildfires are becoming more severe. Ignoring these signs is no longer an option. The time for debate is over. We must act decisively and collectively to transition away from fossil fuels and embrace a cleaner, more sustainable energy future. While climate change is a global phenomenon, its impacts are felt locally in communities around the world. The consequences vary depending on geographical location, socio-economic conditions, and adaptive capacity. Coastal communities face the threat of inundation from rising sea levels, displacing millions of people and causing billions of dollars in damage. Small island nations are particularly vulnerable, their very existence threatened by the encroaching ocean. In arid and semi-arid regions, prolonged droughts are exacerbating water scarcity, leading to crop failures, food insecurity, and social unrest. Farmers, reliant on predictable weather patterns, are struggling to adapt to the changing climate, jeopardizing livelihoods and global food security. Climate change acts as a threat multiplier, exacerbating existing social, economic, and environmental challenges. It has the potential to reverse decades of development progress and undermine global security. Addressing the climate crisis and transitioning towards a more sustainable future requires a fundamental shift in our values, priorities, and behaviors. It necessitates a move away from short-term thinking and a narrow focus on economic growth towards a more holistic approach that values the well-being of both people and the planet. This transition will require a multifaceted approach, encompassing technological innovation, policy changes, and individual actions. We need to invest in renewable energy sources such as solar, wind, and geothermal, and accelerate the development and deployment of energy-efficient technologies. Governments play a crucial role in setting policies that incentivize sustainability, such as carbon pricing mechanisms, renewable energy standards, and investments in public transportation. International cooperation is essential to address this global challenge effectively. Individual choices also matter. By adopting more sustainable lifestyles, such as reducing our energy consumption, choosing eco-friendly products, and supporting businesses committed to sustainability, we can collectively contribute to a greener future. Technology, while often seen as a driver of environmental degradation, can also play a pivotal role in mitigating climate change and promoting sustainability. Just as technological advancements fueled the Industrial Revolution and our dependence on fossil fuels, they can also help us transition to a cleaner, more sustainable future. Renewable energy technologies such as solar panels, wind turbines, and energy storage systems are becoming increasingly efficient and affordable, providing viable alternatives to fossil fuels. Electric vehicles powered by renewable energy sources offer a cleaner and more sustainable mode of transportation. Precision agriculture enabled by sensors, data analytics, and artificial intelligence can optimize crop yields, reduce water and fertilizer use, and minimize the environmental impact of farming. Carbon capture and storage technologies hold the potential to remove carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, mitigating the effects of emissions. However, technology alone is not a silver bullet. It is essential to ensure that technological advancements are deployed responsibly and equitably, addressing potential social and ethical implications. The relationship between the economy and the environment is complex and multifaceted. For too long, we have viewed them as separate entities, pursuing economic growth at the expense of the environment. However, this approach is unsustainable and ultimately detrimental to both. Finding the delicate balance between economic prosperity and environmental sustainability is not an option, but an imperative. It requires a fundamental shift in our thinking, recognizing that a healthy economy depends on a healthy planet. This is not a challenge for governments or businesses alone, it is a shared responsibility. Each individual has a role to play in creating a more sustainable future. By making conscious choices in our daily lives, supporting businesses committed to sustainability, and advocating for policies that protect our planet, we can collectively create a world where both people and nature can thrive. The time for action is now. The choices we make today will determine the future of our planet and the well-being of generations to come. Let us choose wisely.